Dude, they were. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes. It's Tony.
What up, dude?
It's Michael.
Hello.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
fellas.
Tuesday.
I know. It's like
how was the gym this morning?
It was nice, actually. A quick shoulder workout, sauna session.
25.
Yeah, 25.
22,
22 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, dude, got some good sleep last night, you know.
Dude, it's so funny. Like, I don't never want like someone to like catch me like recording them. I was almost gonna do it yesterday in the sauna. This guy, I swear to God, does not leave a millisecond of silence.
Really?
Talking. And the best part is like he's acting like he knows all this shit about fitness. And he, literally his stomach is like this.
Oh,
he just keeps going.
Dude, he's talking to you?
To everybody.
To everybody?
And everyone,
I
and, like,
hate that.
and there was some kid laughing, and then he goes from "What's so funny?" like that. The
Oh,
kid's like,
no.
"Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh, no, dude.
So funny. It's that time. What's going on, Renee? But dude, yeah. So solid shoulder workout. You do the press, like I guess what is it called?
The
Incline
barbell.
press?
Oh, incline?
Like when you're
For shoulders?
with the full bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Military press.
Okay. That's
yeah,
what it
military.
is.
is what it
Barbell.
is. I thought military press is when you're standing up.
It's sitting down military
could-
press then?
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Yeah,
Is
sitting
that
down.
what it is, though?
Yes.
The reason I was asking is because I used to like kind of do a lot back in the day, and then like one time I was doing that, and my shoulder is still not right. Since that was
Really?
probably
It's probably
15
too
years
much
ago.
weight then.
No, exactly. And now like when I do it, I literally like have to go like minimum weight because I'm like I can't like mess up
Really?
the shoulder. Yeah, it's tough.
That's
tough.
tough.
You got to be careful with the shoulder.
You can tear your labrum pretty easily.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think I have a partial tear that goes back then because like randomly for basketball, I'll be like reaching over like
Right.
this, and it just like
Sharp
absolutely
pain.
kills. Yeah, I don't
you
feel
might,
it like
dude.
normally, but just crazy. But definitely pumped to get back in the regiment for lifting. You know, just been doing the cardio, but
Right.
definitely time. How many like different exercises do you guys do?
So typically we'll do like a back and bi day, chest and tri day, a shoulder, and a leg day. So it's like a 4-day rotation, I guess.
And then you do like 3 different exercises or 4 different exercises or something.
Yeah,
like that?
yeah, we'll do like around 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Depending on how much time we have and kind of what we're feeling. But yeah,
What was the scene this morning? Many people there? Or kinda-
No. Today was
today
good.
was pretty ghost towny.
Yeah, it was
Really?
good. I knew
Yesterday
it would
was
be.
fucking packed.
Yeah.
Barnes, it was
Yeah.
because it was so cold today. Nobody wanted to.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody
It was like
wanted it.
16 degrees this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to stay a little longer in my car to warm it up.
Yeah. No, it was
Sucks.
It was definitely crazy today. But
Supposed to get colder.
yeah,
throughout the day.
I
Yeah.
did see that.
I like
the
it.
next couple of days aren't exactly
Bring on the
toasty.
cold.
You really like it though?
I
it's
love
not
the
just-
cold.
Why?
yeah.
What?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, you can't do anything.
Well, that's not true. First of all,
There's so many more summer activities. Right or wrong,
It's
Barnes?
debatable.
100%
Thank
right.
you.
I can't think of one activity because I
Yeah.
don't ski. I don't snowboard.
That's all there is in
Well, you
winter.
just throw 2 activities though.
You can't walk out.
No,
You can't
but
just go
I
for a
wanna
walk.
do. That's what I'm saying.
I've been going for walks in the winter.
No, you
actually.
can't.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Not at nighttime, and hang out.
no, but
yes,
is
I
it
can.
Feel
Is
comfortable.
it 'cause you don't
Um,
like being hot?
That definitely has to do with it. And then I just feel like the air is just so much fresher in the winter, you know?
But what about the whole heat on the inside, in, out, and then you're sweating like crazy?
What?
I'm saying because it's like really cold outside.
Right.
You come inside and the heat's on, but then you have to go back outside. I'm saying like that, like back and forth, like it's kind of tough. Then you're like kind of.
I don't really
like
blast the heat though in my apartment, you know? It's like,
Yeah. But I just meant just in general, like you're going in the store, just something.
right.
You know, the heat's kind of high. I don't know. I wish I liked it honestly because the winter's pretty long, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
no.
winter's dope. You know, snow and stuff. And
Michael, summer your
Uh-huh.
favorite time? Spring? What do you got?
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I feel like without a question, and I feel like because obviously there's problems everywhere, but Connecticut, the winter's brutal, but the summer springtime I feel like is the nicest in the country, maybe just temperature wise, like it doesn't.
So
get
yeah, it doesn't get too hot. Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
there
what it's all
are
about.
hot days
Yeah.
in the summer, but it's like when are they? End of July,
Yeah.
early August, and that's
Yeah.
it.
This isn't like Arizona where it's like can't go outside.
Yeah,
Arizona in the fall
is perfect.
That is what it's all about.
Oh,
But so a little different start today. You know, we haven't really covered much college really since the start of the sports report. But, you know,
pretty much.
National championship game last night. So we will take a look at it as Georgia beats Alabama 33-18 with the upset and their first national title since 1980. In this game,
wait, Barnes, who's their coach again?
Kirby Smart.
That's right. And he was 0-2 prior to this against
Nick Saban, who he was an assistant under before he got the Georgia job. And this was a defensive struggle from the start, a lot of field goals, and then Georgia fourth quarter just comes alive, outscores them 20-9. And you know, you look at this game, kind of interesting because last year's national championship featured Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence. These two quarterbacks, I mean, Stetson Bennett, you know, he's a senior. He's probably never going to play football again. He's not even going to be in the conversation to be drafted. Bryce Young's a sophomore. He won the Heisman, but still questions about, you know, what type of pro quarterback he could be. So it was guys that are really college players. So, you know, that kind of is a little tough for me. I don't know. I just like seeing the guys that I know are going to be at the next level. And Alabama has one of them in Jamison Williams. He transferred from Ohio State. He did have a 40-yard reception, but then it looked like, you know, some type of knee injury that didn't look good, didn't come back after. And I feel like that really, you know, hamstrung them the rest of the way. And it just, you don't see a Nick Saban team like kind of collapse like this in the fourth quarter. And of course, you know, like I was mentioning this, you know, before the show, Georgia runs back a pick six. I mean, normally in that situation, you're less than a minute to go.
Right.
You just take a knee, but he runs it 79 yards back. So that's why it's a 15-point deficit instead of 8. So it was a little closer, you know, than it looked. But that being aside, I have to say, just watching this game, I know like one kind of has nothing to do with the other, but it just it just made me like miss baseball. I'm not kidding, because it was funny because the reason why I say this, I'll get you there.
Yeah, come on, bring it back now.
Because my roommate, you know, had a decent sized wager on Georgia.
Nice.
And I've never heard so much like yelling in my life. Like I literally almost had a headache. And it was like every play, like the ups and downs of the game. And the parallel that I'm just making is it just made me feel like, wow, I really could not act like that unless it was a Yankee playoff game. You know what I mean? Like when it was like just so it's screaming. Like, like you think I talk loud.
Yeah.
Like I sound like I'm whispering.
Well, hey, good for him, honestly. I mean,
yeah, you know, somebody's got to win, right?
Yeah, right. Not you.
But no, because you know the flow of the game just changed. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like in college football, like we said, you know, we don't talk about it much, and I know we talked about it before that you've never like, you know, you've watched some games but never been like really into it. But honestly, I want to definitely give it a full try next year. And I definitely have some renewed optimism now. That remember I was mentioning I like Southern Cal,
right?
And with Lincoln Riley coming to town, you know, I think that'll be a really good thing. So I hope they're in the conversation. I would love to see them go in this game, you know, in the national championship game against Georgia or Alabama and see what they could do. Obviously, they have a long way to go. But I just want to see them rebuild that once proud program because, I mean, it's been so long. They haven't been the same since Pete Carroll left, and that was 12 years ago.
Jesus. Yeah, dude, maybe I'll take that trip with you too. I never really gave college football a chance too. Yeah. Like in terms of just like following through with the whole season.
Right.
Guess I could try it.
Southern Cal, man.
Southern Cal.
I mean, it's a rich history. O.J. Simpson. Reggie Bush.
Right. Oh, okay.
Matt Liner.
I probably should have led with Reggie Bush.
Dude,
but all right.
Reggie Bush in middle school, I swear, I thought he was going to be like Barry Sanders.
Really?
That
I know.
College.
Well, he got popped.
Yeah.
Changes his soul came out of him.
I know. And it just that player that he was on the Saints early in his career.
He got stripped of the Heisman, right?
Stripped of the Heisman
for taking whatever like
money or
something, which now wouldn't be legal. But yet they won't give it to him back,
which is like stupid.
And I know you agree with me on this, Tony. With college basketball, college football, stripping away wins in championships and awards might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It doesn't make any sense. The game already happened.
Right.
It doesn't do anything. just stupid, and I just
Yeah,
hate
just
that
like
practice.
make it tighter or whatever
Right.
for the next wave of people.
Yeah.
If you have those kind of weird rules.
Because it's like if baseball took away the championship from the Astros, what does that do?
Nothing.
Like it's still all the other fans still have heartbreak because their team didn't win that year, and they wouldn't feel like they won it because they got it taken away.
Right.
Same thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
where
everyone
that
knows
comes
they're
from.
cheaters. That's good. That's good enough. Like they're always going to be forever known as the cheaters.
Yeah, exactly. So and it's kind of interesting too. I just thinking about the draft and stuff. Jamison Williams, he should come out, and he really would be a great guy for the Jets to have, like big physical receiver, fast, but he's not projected to go, in like the area that they're picking. So maybe they'll trade down, get some more draft capital. Because I always feel like, especially if you have 2 first-round picks, 4 and 10, take the stud at 4, and then maybe move back from 10 to 16 and get 2 second-round picks. Like, why wouldn't you do that? The difference at that point. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
What you'd
Especially
rather
like-
have the higher guys, or
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on who people are projected to pick. I mean, obviously, like if someone else you're trying to pick isn't really going to get picked for a while, then yeah, why not, dude?
Yeah. Yes. Michael, what's your thoughts on trading back to get more draft capital?
Yeah, like Tony just said it pretty good. I'm the kind of guy. It's like, what does my team need? One, but if there's just some guy there that's like a stud, hands down, I got to take him, right?
Yeah.
That's
the
like
thing.
transcended
you can't
player.
Overthink it. That's the thing too, because we've seen the Patriots a bunch of times in the NFL draft trade out of picks, and they could have had Pro Bowlers.
Right, exactly. Multiple Pro Bowlers.
Right, exactly. So I think you got to have a sound, good strategy for sure. So that's it for the college football season. We get to recap one game, Tony. What a treat it's been this year.
We've definitely talked about another game.
Have we though?
I don't know, actually. Nothing comes to my mind right now.
No, but the thing is, I mean, we cover so much, and it's just like, for me, college football, golf, Masters or national championship game.
Masters every day.
All day, every day. So that was interesting. But now we're back to the pro ranks, obviously. A bunch of exciting games this weekend. But for now, let's go to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls go! LeBron James at the buzzer! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game!
All right. So last night, another riveting night, Tony, in the National Basketball Association.
Interesting, outcomes last night, dude.
Very interesting. But, let's start with one that really Michael hit right on the head. Knicks 111, Spurs 96. I mean, you must have been pumped that RJ had 31, Michael.
Not only that, but he was the catalyst for the offense. Did you see Julius's stats?
2 points,
yes,
11 rebounds.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it's funny, but basically he didn't play well, obviously, as you can see, but then they just went to RJ being Julius.
Right.
Like how Julius runs the offense, they had RJ do that role, and look at the result.
The way Randall's playing, it reminds me of the Ben Simmons collapse.
Yeah.
Like, no confidence.
None.
No production.
Nope. Even though he's plus 16, it's ridiculous. But it's like, who gives a fuck? You're not doing anything.
No, if you're not doing anything.
I hate the plus minus, dude. I feel like coaches look into that shit way too much.
Well, that's what happened with Kemba earlier in the year.
And Knox right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
He only got 3.5 minutes. He takes 1 3. He doesn't make it, obviously, because he doesn't get any rhythm in the game. And then, they take him out and don't play him the rest of the game. It's like, what is Burks doing that game? Nothing, dude. It's just weird to me that. And then Rose is hurt and Kemba, and we don't have a point guard right now, and Julius is trash. It's a weird spot for the Knicks, but I do like Quickly played. Quickly and Obi have been really consistent, and RJ has just all year. It's been such a slow up, but he has been climbing. So I'm excited for that. But I hate coaches sometimes.
No, and the thing is, Tibbs has the ability. If he could just improvise a little bit,
just a little,
he'd be the best coach in the league
right now. Yeah,
because what he brings on the defensive end
is, dude. And Mitch had a great game last night. 4 blocks, dude. Like that, you need to see that.
Yeah, I think he can be a stud for them moving forward for sure. And then the 3-ball fell. I think that's been a lot of times when they've lost games. It hasn't. I mean, 40% on 32 attempts. I mean, I don't know if me and you could do that, Tony. No?
But
40% though. I mean, come on. Hey, Michael? I'm just curious, and you too. What would you say my 3-point percentage was the 2 games we played?
probably like 20.
Yeah,
25.
that second game really brought you down, dude.
Yeah, you were just humming them.
I think you would.
You did, but weirdly, I think you hit more in the second game.
I might have. Yeah, it's always at the end. Like,
I think you hit 2 at the end. Wasn't that it?
2 at the end. No.
No, one in the corner.
Yeah, one in the corner.
Oh yeah, one in the corner. So you were like what, 3 for 15?
Probably, yeah. And then the other game was probably 4 for 15.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the NBA these days. 3-point shots.
Yeah.
So I think all in all, it's a nice win for the Knicks, and it'll just be interesting to see, does Randall get it back on track? Do they try to move him? What do you think the Randall problem, Tony? I mean, what's the answer here?
I think you got to trade him at this point, dude, especially with the way, RJ is playing. I mean, he's been pretty good and consistently, past few weeks. So it's like at this point, dude, like the other thing we're worried about is like what type of stock does Randall have in a trade now at this point?
See, that's what I always talk about with the Yankees, with their guys. It's just like, it's tough because it's like, I guess you have to take a guy who maybe is getting paid a little much and underperforming, but has the ability. Like that's the type of deal you have to do. The Zion package. So how would you feel though about Robinson going? I know you're not even hesitating.
No, I'll get another one.
So really,
I have one on the bench actually.
So the only guy you don't want to give up really is
quickly
and
RJ and Obi.
What do you think about like Grimes? Do you like Grimes?
I love him.
Yeah,
but I could use him as a trade pick to a piece too.
Yeah.
But it's either here or there. Like maybe if Grimes ends the season well, then I'd give up quickly.
Yeah. So, and then also, I mean, I was impressed too. I mean, of course, at 24 is still a decent amount, but just that they didn't get lit up for like 40 points by Dejounte Murray. We know how.
Yeah, we
good
talked
he is.
about that. Yeah.
And then Lonnie Walker, 15 points. And no one else really scored for the Spurs. I mean, that's what happens when you're, held to under 100. And then once again, the 3-point shot coming back to bite, 8 of 29, 27.6%.
Just stop.
Stop. And I know I could use that advice myself, but it's like when you're tired and don't have the energy to drive to the paint, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's trash, dude. Do you think that's
sit down
why they take so much?
Yeah,
because they're just tired.
No, as in statistics, those stat people are like,
analytics.
take 3. Yeah.
And it's like if they're down by a ton, if we make 10 3-pointers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But there's nothing
true.
like, dude. There's nothing like when you see a team grind it out 2-point bucket here and one.
Yeah, I would
there.
imagine that's way more, and it's like demeaning to the other team. Like holy shit,
chipping
dude.
and chipping and chipping and stop after stop. It's sick.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a perfect balance, Tony. What is better than that?
The Bulls almost have it.
Yeah,
the Bulls really do have it. I think honestly. And you know who had it last night? The Pistons.
Yeah, dude. Career night.
126-116 over the Jazz. Sadiq Bey had 29 points, 5 of 7 3-pointers, and then Cade Cunningham, obviously
18 in the third.
number 1 pick, 18 in the third, 29 points, 8 assists, and bombs away from 3-point range, 19 to 37, 51%. Talk about the Utah Jazz overlooking an opponent.
dude. I think you overlook the opponent.
I'll be the first one to admit you got me.
I don't think you're ever gonna pick the Jazz again.
I don't think so. No, it's like picking Alabama
dude.
again.
Yeah, very true, dude. But yeah, obviously, big upset win. Like you mentioned, Mitchell, Whiteside from the Jazz. I mean, they had decent games, but other than that, like they didn't really have like a great all around team win. Like you were saying, like Bay, Cunningham, and their performance from the 3 ball. I mean, was really impressive, dude. 51%.
Yeah, no, that's just one of the. That's why people argue when I say, I mean, if the 3 is there, take it. But you could go 2s, but it's like someone's making 19 3s every time. 3 over 2, so that's a 1-point advantage every single time. So that's something to definitely definitely look out for. For sure, it's like if it's there, you keep going, you keep hitting it, and it's just interesting because looking at this game, not having Gobert there, you could point to, oh, maybe that's the reason, but really, is it because Whiteside, completely, dominated? I feel down low, 21 points, 14 boards, 3 blocks, as well as 2 steals. So that's a big presence down low. I think it was more just a perimeter defense, like sagging off the guys on the 3-point line because we're laying up 19 3-pointers. I mean, clearly you're not defending the perimeter too well.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So I was just surprised that they, I think it's just like they really took it easy. This is a textbook example of the NBA of taking a night off and not fully going for it.
I think you're totally right. We've seen that with the Jazz. I feel like every so often.
Yeah.
Even last year too, we were talking about it, dude. I mean, they look at these teams that are obviously horrible records. Like the Jazz, I guess, maybe overlook those teams, think a little too full of themselves.
And do you think after this game, Rudy Gobert said, "I'll be back" or no?
I don't know. Maybe I think so, dude. I think he may have went off with just a bunch of Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes.
Yeah. Are you a big Arnie guy or no?
Honestly, dude. Yeah, I mean, I do have Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, Terminator, Canary Cop. I think the man is hilarious. I think he really kind of lost himself maybe in his old age.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard he was great. Governor of California, but then the whole cheating scandal with the maid and the illegitimate kid. It's just tough, dude. I know, right? It's like not a good look, dude.
But I just see it time and time again. And I just don't understand these big celebrities, these big actors, big actresses. Why do they get married so much? Why do they think that can work?
I don't understand. And it's like
with each other too.
Dude, it's like to each other.
Right,
like two actresses or actors, whatever, get married, and it's like clearly like they're just not mentally there for a marriage. Right. And then they get divorced. And they lose a bunch of money in the divorce, and it's a whole big thing. It's obviously all public, right, dude? Right. So it's like, I don't understand it,
dude. Is it just because it's basically because they can? And they don't care?
Yeah, I think they just don't give a fuck. Like, who cares if I have all the money in the world? I really don't give a shit.
Because it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, is there any Hollywood marriage that has lasted till death?
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, but they weren't always together.
They've been together for 15 years.
Yes, true. But look at Ashton Kutcher, which is
but also,
married to Demi Moore for a while.
And also, too, I mean, they're not that old. So, when they're 55, I mean, Ashton, might want to be looking around possibly, You
think so?
I'm just saying we've seen it before.
That'd be pretty fucked up, dude.
No, because I honestly, they're two, I'm not, huge in the movies and stuff, but I actually really like both of them. I think they're both really good actors.
Yeah.
Actors, obviously. Who did you used to watch 2.5 Men at all or no?
I did.
Okay.
A lot. With my parents Monday night,
How were you, when he came in?
Oh, I stopped watching it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. It was no good.
John Cryer, dude, especially in the new one, the newer ones with Ashton Kutcher, couldn't do it. He was really good with Charlie. And it's over the top.
I know. Because they lost Charlie, so they were hitting his character. I don't know, dude. Charlie Sheen made that show.
Right.
Everyone knew it when. Yeah, that's why he was making $12 million an episode or whatever, how ridiculous amount of money he was making.
Yeah.
They probably saw the reviews and everyone's like, we only like Charlie Sheen and the little kid.
Yeah, literally. Charlie Sheen made that show, and then obviously the whole Tiger Blood thing kind of. He kind of lost it in his old age too, dude.
Oh my God. Ever since the Major League days. What happened?
Yeah, dude. Major League, dude.
Legendary.
You see Major League, right?
No.
I
mean, Tony, we've talked about it many times. A game.
Baseball, though. It's a baseball movie.
Give me a game to watch.
What if there's no games on?
It's based off a true story.
Based off of a true story, Michael.
But when is there not a game on? I mean, I guess during COVID, right? That would be the only time.
I guess so, yeah.
We missed Barnes' opportunity to get him into movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's over. But, something good, something that's the best thing you've ever seen, I can get into it. And that's how I feel about The Sopranos, even though I haven't watched it, in a couple of years, just watched it through with Matt a few years back. But I think I'm definitely going to rewatch it, though, because honestly, I mean, what a production.
Sopranos?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch it, dude.
I know.
We should just go to your place and just binge it for 48 hours.
I got HBO Max.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You should just do that instead of watching football on Sundays.
See, that's where we're stretching.
Yeah.
See, that's that's the thing though, where it's like, oh, we have to take days off work, like just to like watch it during the day because I want to watch the games at night. You know.
But there's 2 other days in the weekend, like
No, but there's games.
Friday night, Saturday morning.
There's no games on Friday night.
What's on Saturday morning?
I mean, luckily I don't watch it, but I guess you could say soccer's on, right?
But you don't watch it.
Yeah, but college basketball starts at 12. No, I haven't really watched that much college basketball this year, but tournament time, we're excited, right?
Don't you just want to take a break?
No, I don't.
He wants more, Tony.
want
Don't you
more.
get it?
Dude, I mean, why do I? Because I think in a way you understand though, because it's like if you're home, the Mets are on. I mean, are you ever really not watching the Mets?
He's not. I mean, I feel like Tony. I feel like
When Michael's sitting there and
Yes.
annoying me
But don't you deep
to
down
watch
still want
something
to
else.
watch the
Well,
Mets?
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's like, oh, dude, it's only the 3rd inning.
Yeah.
I think it's
We got
been on for
time.
2 hours already. Like,
But like I said,
yes,
deep
would I be
down-
watching? Yeah, I would. If Mike wasn't there, I would have kept watching.
No, because then it's like the reason why I just get annoyed with stuff like that is because it's just like, and then somebody wants to watch a movie instead. It's like, well, this movie like isn't going anywhere, but this game is only happening once.
Right.
That's why it's like I can't do it.
Yeah, but you never watched the movie anyway.
Which movie?
Any movie.
Dude, I've watched some movies.
No, you never.
So tonight,
What's the last movie you watched, dude? What's the last movie you watched?
Wow, I swear to God, that's a tough one. I mean, I think like my roommate has ones on randomly, and then I'm like half paying attention. But I swear to God,
Sat down and watched it.
it must be years. I might be kidding.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Which
Probably.
movie?
I don't even know.
Any movie
I don't know.
that he's actually sat down, start to finish, watched a movie.
Yeah, no, and I
I feel like Goodfellas is probably the last one. You're looking at it. You're kind of reminiscing.
No, I could get into that for sure. But it's funny because I know you guys probably like everybody probably watches movies like this, and I'm just ridiculous. But I swear, like I just don't understand it, especially like when people are rewatching movie they've already seen and they're on the couch watching it, and it's like, God forbid you say one thing. Like they're like watching it like this. It's like I don't understand that. I don't know. It's happening live.
They just want to pay attention to what they're watching, dude.
Yeah, I've said it many times, Tony. I wish I could do it. I really wish I could, but it's not that deep down. It's just not there.
That's too bad.
I know. But tonight in the NBA, Tony, I need a lock from you.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're jumping into the locks right now.
We're jumping into the locks, and if you want me to go first, to give you a second.
No. I'll just snag one real quick, dude. Okay, dude. Do I go Pistons, bro? No, I'm gonna go Bulls over Pistons. We just talk about them again. They have a good mix of all around inside, outside ball play. Obviously very impressive. Pistons winning 2 games in a row. Has it happened this season? Doubtful.
Is it happening tonight?
Because it's not gonna happen tonight.
No, I said, why would it happen?
Why? Yeah, exactly. Why would it happen tonight? They're 3-17 away. They're 14-4. Bulls are 14-4 at home, dude. Bulls have won 4 of the last 5. Tough loss to Dallas, what we talked about. But yeah, dude, give me the Bulls. Give me like 115-99.
So just
Bulls,
slide
just
Chicago
under.
to cover. And just
Chicago?
under.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
They're not doing back to backs.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I definitely say. I
Real
like
quick
that
though,
one.
before you go to your lock,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about, or just say, dude, and ask you, what do you think about Anthony Simmons getting it done last night against Brooklyn without Dame and CJ? Does that give more incentive to the Portland Trailblazers? Okay, we could trade these guys. We've got a future guard already. We could get a lot for these 2. Let's rebuild. Let's send them off right. Let's show players we're a good organization where we take care of our guys.
Absolutely.
Right?
Because it's like this has not been working for 10 years.
It's time. Just be nice. They tried it, and those 2 guys tried to stay.
Yeah.
They never left. They were loyal.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Anthony's proven he just beat the Nets with Kyrie, with James, and KD by himself.
Yeah. No, I mean, but I feel like that shows to the Nets why it's
The
not
in and
just-
out.
Yeah, it's not just a lock that they just run through the playoffs. Like it just doesn't work like that. So that I was surprised to see that for sure. And then one thing I was actually going to ask you before I go to my pick, Michael. I was mentioning Whiteside's play last night.
Yeah.
I've always
Very
liked the
me too.
ability
But I think the last 5 years he could be a starting all-star center.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Remember when he started in Miami, dude, and he came from the
Yes.
D League
$100
and
million
shit?
player.
Yeah, and then he lost the motivation right after he got paid.
But it's
I thought he was going to turn around in Portland, dude.
Do you think somebody might try to trade for him, or Utah's like, nah, with Gobert out? Like,
Yeah, they're
this
sticking
guy.
to him. Yeah, they're going to have him as the backup.
Just so much ability. It's really
ridiculous.
Something. So looking at the games here, I'm gonna go for my lock. I'm gonna say, give me, and I know that this might be like a drop the mic moment, Tony, but give me the Grizzlies over the Warriors.
Wow.
I think there's just too much hype and attention to Clay's back. The boys are back together, all of this, and no one is paying attention to the star in the making of Ja Morant.
Yeah, right before our eyes.
Averaging almost 25 points a game, almost 6 boards, almost 7 assists. And it's like, and he's leading the Grizzlies to a 28-14 record when they don't have another All-Star on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I think that speaks
that's pretty
volumes.
crazy. Yeah.
And we know
In
what
the West.
In the West, yeah, which is very competitive. And we know what the Warriors do on defense here. But I just think the Grizzlies just have it in them. I think this is one of those nights Curry gets a little too carried away with the threes, maybe 4 for 17 or something. Give me the Grizzlies 99 and the Warriors 89. So we're going under, we're going Grizzlies, and we're going Ja Morant 37 and 16 tonight, Tony.
Nice, dude.
In this game, 8 o'clock, NBA TV. So
FOX.
No FOX.
No FOX,
for basketball. Michael, you like anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to go with, for my lock, Denver losing.
Really?
Post
The
Bowl
Clippers?
trade, begin the curse of Bowl in Denver. And the Clippers are going to, let me see if my boy's playing.
Yeah, I know Boston was banged up.
I know. But I just want to see. They're not going to tell you who's in.
Yeah, they do. They're kind of annoying with the injury report.
All right. Well, I'm going to just go Clippers anyway. And I'll say it's going to be more of a. Actually, it's going to be high scoring. I'm going to go 118, 110.
All right. I definitely like the pick. Just Nuggets, like you said, Malone, has got to go. Definitely on his high horse for sure. And I have one more that's just screaming out to me, Tony. But before I mention that, I mean, any other game you like, or you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if we're gonna go 2, I guess I
Yeah.
can pick another one. Give me the Thunder tonight over the Wizards, dude.
Thunder over the Wizards.
Got a
Okay.
weird feeling.
Nice.
Shy Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, yeah,
Yes.
averaging like 22 points per game right now, 40% from the field. I feel like the Thunder, 4-game losing streak. Maybe they're due for a little bit of a win. Last time these two teams played, the Wizards did win. It was like 101-99.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close game. So I feel like, a couple balls dropped the other way. Thunder could have taken it, dude. I feel like it could be their game tonight. Love a nice underdog. Definitely going to go under. I'm going to say like Thunder win 104-100.
104-100. Okay. It almost kind of like it's a good analogy. It's like if the Pistons can beat the Jazz, the Thunder could beat the Wizards.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how you got to look at it. My pick here is going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves, winners of 4 out of 5 over the New Orleans Pelicans. I think we're going to see Zion in the sweatsuit with the gourmet popcorn blowing up like a balloon. Not playing. And it's a shame, though, because I feel like Brandon Ingram's talented. I like Valanciunas, but without him, they're just a complete mess. I mean, let's just be straightforward here.
But that just shows how good he is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The effect he has. And the Timberwolves, I mean, this is as consistent as they've played in years. Everyone's healthy again now. And I just think this might be their time to finally move forward. Maybe, all this time I'm saying, oh, maybe Russell's got to go. Maybe Towns got to go. Maybe they just keep everyone together and try to really kill it. Maybe get a good free agency pickup or 2 and draft another good player. We know about what Edwards does. I think they blow the doors down in New Orleans. I think it's going to be 135-98.
Wow.
So we do go over the 227 here in the Timberwolves with an easy cover. And give me Anthony Edwards a career high 57 points as the Pelicans are lifeless.
You're really feeling it, huh, dude?
Absolutely feeling it. And no, I didn't have any Baileys in my cold brew. All right.
Oh, dude, that's too bad.
In the morning, it's too much. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like at night, like of course, like Baileys and coffee, great. But like you've gone like Baileys at like 8 o'clock for like a drink up or something.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's
when I'm like not doing anything all day. Like,
Yeah.
this is the
I
day.
know. It's just for me though. I have to say, unless there's like a beer Olympics or a game I'm going to, like to start drinking that early, it's just tough because it's like I'm gonna be sleeping by 2 o'clock.
Well, just don't.
Just don't.
Don't fall asleep at 2 o'clock in the
Come
afternoon.
on, but you really would pull that many like drinking all day, up at 8, and you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning?
I would say up at 8. Maybe like up at 9. Eat some
Start drinking
breakfast.
around
Drinking
10:30,
by like
11.
9:45.
What? Start drinking around like 10:30.
Yeah.
And then all the way through, no nap, no nothing.
No nap.
Wow. That's I bless you.
Thank you.
I guess you could say that's like an Iron Man type of situation, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, this is back in the day.
So now to do that, at your advanced age now, it's a little tougher.
I haven't tried it in a few years, but we could try it.
Yeah, we can test this experiment out.
But like, let's say, you have a decent night at the bar. Like, are you able to like get up for the gym at 4 or no? Like, are you able to do that?
At 4 a.m.?
You go to bed at 12.
I mean, I guess like I used to get up for practice at like 6.
Yeah.
And
And be pretty
then-
lit. the night
yeah.
before.
So yeah, probably.
Because I swear, like, it's like I just can't do it. I literally cannot do it. Like a heavy night and then up at 5 o'clock, forget about it.
Someone commented, Brian looks cute in his hat.
Tony.
Bad.
Yeah, I know.
My secret admirer, Tony.
I wanted to read it.
That's funny, dude.
But I think now, Tony, would be a good time to switch to the world of the National Hockey League.
I think
In they come. Heaven. What a save by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me? McAvoy. Frederick. Did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid. Beautiful move. You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
All right. 3 games in the National Hockey League last night. Rangers did play. And usually, we would start there, but have to start with the Colorado Avalanche defeating the Seattle Kraken 4-3. And we talked about this yesterday. The Avalanche going into this game, I think it was minus 430, I want to say. So heavy favorites. 380 it went down to. So I guess people were hammering the Kraken. But the fact that the Kraken really almost pulled this one off, leading 3-2 after the second period, and a team that's really kind of, in a sense, been like lifeless all season. Of course, they've scattered in a couple wins here and there, but 10 games under 500, the 4 overtime losses. But they started out strong, but just could not close. And I guess in a way, even though they kind of let their guard down early, you could say the way that the Avalanche played in the third period showed why they're one of the favorites for the Stanley Cup.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've seen a lot of dominant wins from the Colorado Avalanche, but obviously, this win wasn't as dominant as we thought. But they have that longevity in every game. They really play as hard as they can. They skate hard all game long, and they really any mistake that the other team would make, they do a really good job of capitalizing on.
Yeah. No, I could definitely see that. And just in terms of the Kraken, I'm just trying to think of a path forward here. I mean, do you think that with Eberle and McCann, or maybe Gourdet, are the pieces there, or do you feel like they're years away from being like a prime contender in the NHL? I
would say years away. With those players you mentioned, they have Donskoy as well, Johansson as well too. So they have some talent, but I would say they would need to maybe acquire one big name. One big name with those surrounding pieces, I think would really propel, their offense into something pretty dangerous.
And just, the thing I just don't understand, and I guess it might be just too simple of a view to look at it this way, but how were the Knights able to just hit it on the head in the expansion draft. But I feel like the Kraken didn't come close to matching that type of success.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, obviously not. I mean, the Knights' first season go to the Cup final, right? Like, it's pretty crazy. I think they just kind of got lucky with their expansion draft. I mean, a lot of teams, a lot of teams had several good players. So, like, a lot of players went a lot of good players went unprotected. And I don't know if it was just obviously, Gallant was their coach, obviously a good coach. It was just maybe the right time, right place in Vegas. They talked about how teams would go to visit them to play in Vegas and they'd be partying all night. They would have that Vegas fever sort of deal. So I think there was a lot really going in their favor. And of course, the first team to be part of expansion draft in so long. I mean, they had a lot of, I guess, doubt, and it was just like a young team that really just jived from the get-go.
Now, is there any conversation about adding another team or anything like that?
Right now, I don't think so, no.
You think it would be more of the Coyotes relocation than anything?
Oh, you love hammering that, dude.
It just seems like it, right?
Yeah, if there was going to be a new team or a team somewhere else, it would probably be.
Because, I see, the way, the Rays ballpark looks and stuff, and so the way the Marlins, it's just I just feel like sports shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to play in front of an empty stadium. The vibe is so
sad,
so bad.
Yeah,
such a bad vibe,
dude. If I was in Tampa Bay, I'd go to so many Rays games.
Yeah. Oh my god, because it's just so cheap. I mean, I probably would get season tickets.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Think about how much less they would be than Yankee season tickets.
I know, and they're a pretty good team, dude.
Yeah, that's what just doesn't make any sense. But do you think if they had a better stadium and a better location, that would be the whole difference? Or is Florida are fair weather fans no matter what sport we're talking about?
I mean, I guess, right? I mean, I feel like any Florida team really have a phenomenal fan base. The Lightning have a pretty good fan base.
They probably have the best one.
I would say so, yeah. But is it is Tropicana Park, is that in?
It's in St. Petersburg,
which is
drop over the bridge. It's probably 20 minutes from Tampa or something like that. I've been there.
Is it all old people around there?
Yes,
what is? Yeah,
it is all old people. And I do think a big part of it is, I mean, obviously you could go see them when they play the Yankees, but a lot of people retired from New York that are Yankee fans down there.
Oh yeah, true.
So I think that kind of cuts into their fan base.
I would still go. If you're a baseball fan, I'd fucking go.
And the sad part is they're still talking about this split Montreal thing. Is that not the most embarrassing thing you've ever heard?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I mean, just move to Montreal, I guess, but that still would be so weird.
I know. What?
So I mean, push comes to shove though. Between what do you think happens with the A's and the Rays as far as relocation? You think A's go to Vegas or no?
I feel like the A's would more likely than not go to Vegas. Yeah, and I feel like Tampa's staying where they are.
And
new park, if anything. Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like they have to have a retractable stadium because it rains so much.
Yeah.
But at least if they can have, it opens sometimes. I don't know. It's why don't they just share the stadium with the Marlins at this point?
Yeah, really.
No one's going there. Well get some use out of it. Boy, I can't wait for baseball. Did I say that already?
Yes, you did.
Seem you're getting amused by it.
That was the first thing you said about college football. I can't wait for baseball.
Well, my roommate wasn't screaming about Georgia. I mean, come on. So the other two results, I mean, Bruins 7-3 over the Capitals. And I have to give you credit, Tony. You warned me because I had the Capitals and you said, not so fast. Bruins are pretty good. 7 goals highlighted by a 4-goal second period. I mean, whether I want to admit it or not, I mean, I guess the Bruins are a pretty good team, huh?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Mike and I were talking about it this morning at the gym because we were watching the highlights while we were working out, dude. Yeah,
I mean, work out and watch highlights. What? It was on the TV.
When one's TV above us, when he's,
Yeah. Okay. No, it just sounded
when he's struggling with his weight.
Yes.
And
exactly. He's not spotting me. He's watching
I'm not
TV.
spotting him at all. I'm watching.
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't really see Michael struggling with the weight. I just feel like he does what he needs to do.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was just a joke.
Just being funny.
It wasn't really that funny though.
I thought it was funny. People at home laughed.
Did they?
Yeah.
Could someone comment and say that they laughed?
Someone comments, ha ha.
Anyway, dude. Brad Marsh, I think, had 2 goals, 1 assist.
1 assist, and Pasternak had 2 goals.
Pasternak had 2 goals as well. Pasternak is absolutely deadly. I don't know if you've seen his pasta. He has his own line of pasta, like Pasternak.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Have you tried it?
No.
I feel like it's like one of those things. The name.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
cool, dude. Yeah, I might get back to that.
Yeah.
And he has 27 points in the season. Which isn't crazy, but he's just like a really good player. He skates really well. He creates a lot of opportunities for players like Bergeron and Marchand. Marchand gets rocked in the face, bloody nose, comes back out there, rips a freaking goal, angry about it, So, obviously, dude, they're a very strong-willed team, good sportsmanship, I guess you could say. I mean, Marchand's still kind of a rat. But he's a really good player, and it's really showing for Boston, who kind of started off the season pretty slow.
Yeah, yes, veteran team, almost similar to the Ducks in a way.
Extremely veteran, yeah.
So just kind of funny that they find themselves, in the same situation that they usually are, in contention, of course. Little disappointed though, the Rangers in LA. I mean, 3-1 loss, lack of offense, Tony.
Lack of offense. I think they had 24 shots, I think, on goal.
Kind of weak, right?
What?
4 shots?
Yeah, pretty weak, especially considering what they've done as of recently. But it's funny. The Kings also a pretty veteran team. With Denault and Dustin Brown and Anze Kopitar. These are players that the Rangers faced in the Cup quite a few years ago.
Wow.
Drew Doughty. They have
same players.
Same play, yeah. All these guys,
but he didn't play last night.
Yeah, Quick didn't play. Cal Peterson played. Pretty good goalie, dude. He had a couple of stolen saves there. I think there was one off of like Strome, completely empty net on one side, just dives over. Obviously makes the save. So, and he made a couple saves like that, which literally could have turned the tide of the game. So you got to kind of have to tip your hat to him. Yeah, dude, just really tough loss. I mean, the first 2 periods, you're not on the show for, no goals, not really that many scoring chances. It just seemed they were just a little sloppy in terms of setting up in their offensive zone and weren't really able to hold on to the puck very long. It's tough, dude. I feel like the Rangers always maybe have a little bit of an issue against the Kings. I mean, they're still an extremely quick team. They move the puck really well. They skate fast. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how Anze Kopitar has got to be like fucking 38, bro.
He's still bringing it.
He's 34. But he's still bringing it, dude. Doesn't seem like he's losing any type of stride, in terms of his speed. It's the Kings are still an impressive team despite their record.
And I just happened to think about this. Just a guy out there that could help a team. Evander Kane, any word on where he's gonna land?
I don't think so. I mean, he has like a lot of like outside personal issues.
Yeah.
I
would imagine someone's going to sign him, though, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, dude, the guy's pretty tough, honestly, to play with.
How old?
What do you mean, like annoying?
Like mid to late 20s?
Yeah, I want to say he's late 20s. I mean, he was like 27,
and he was like a highly touted like prospect coming into the league.
I forget what pick. I think he went pretty high in the draft, maybe like second round pick. I don't know. I forget where he is, but I mean, like he was with Buffalo for a while. He's with technically San Jose still now, or they may have just turned.
Yeah, they put him on.
They might have, They put him on, yeah. He honestly
48 goals,
fourth pick overall.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. In 2009. Kind of like, so he's 30, born in 91. Kind of a piece of shit, it seems, though.
Yeah. So you obviously. That being said, wouldn't want the Rangers to go anywhere near.
No, dude, too much trouble. The guy has had so many issues outside of the league with
Yeah, no. Well, I know there was gambling.
There was gambling. Yeah, dude. It's like domestic disputes.
But didn't they clear him of the gambling part? I thought that.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think and then there was like issues with him like forging a COVID vaccination card as well.
I do remember that.
It's just like bad decision after bad decision.
Yeah.
For a guy who was obviously, like we said, fourth pick overall in the draft, like is really good. He is a really good player. Only 30 years old. Should be, could have a bright future. Should have a bright future in the league, but again, like seems to not able to handle the limelight is really what it is.
I know where he needs to go.
Arizona.
No. I know you know it too if you had to think about it for a second.
Edmonton.
Absolutely. Canadian native,
He is from
We'll
Vancouver.
teach him about having a proper vaccination card.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're on top of that. That's not going to slide. And I just think, put him, even though he's older than McDavid and I think Draisaitl as well, or maybe they're the same age.
Draisaitl's like, I think
33.
33.
Okay.
32.
So he's in between them. But,
Yeah.
just learn from those guys. Those guys are professionals. And,
Right.
we've seen guys rebound from worse, as sad and true as that is.
Yeah.
We have seen it. So, and I think, would it not make sense for Edmonton, who's, falling apart at the seams right now, to do this?
It would be a good plan. And again, it's like another Antonio Brown thing, dude.
Right.
How many second chances is this guy going to get until it's like people are like, just no, screw you. Like, but yeah, sure. Let's get him to Edmonton and see what he could do. But then, like, dude, that's it. Like, if he fucks that up, bro, like, you're out.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be allowed to play in the league, dude. Like, it's honestly like his behavior is like totally just uncalled for, should not be tolerated at all.
Yeah. And it's the thing is too, it's like he's acting so entitled and like he doesn't need all this and stuff. And it's just like, also, and not that they don't make it a lot still, but it's like hockey players don't make as much as basketball and baseball. So it's like it's kind of like taking it for granted a little too much. Like,
he is taking it for granted. He's acting like he is in the NBA, dude.
Yeah.
Like a diva.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But I'm
no place
you,
for it in hockey, Michael.
Reclamation project. He's going to Edmonton, and I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years if he wins the Stanley Cup. Not this year though, because it's the Rangers year. And then really just to wrap up the Rangers talk real quick. I know a little bit of a tangent there on Kane. But do you think it's just also right now they're a little tired? Isn't this their longest road trip of the year? West Coast swing.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. The West Coast, those trips are always tough. I'm trying to see who is the next game. San Jose, right? And then we go back to the East Coast. Yeah, dude. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah,
that's a long time for hockey.
That is a long time for hockey, dude. And these aren't,
Easy
walk in the
games.
park games here.
Yeah.
And of course, with certain players on the COVID list too, they are shorthanded. So, what looked like a really good rough stint, is kind of teetering off a little bit. But it's 2 losses in the past 6 games, so that's still pretty good.
4-2 on a road trip, and we're going to take that. We know that
absolutely,
from baseball.
And then San Jose, no Kane.
Yeah, you think San Jose is going to kind of fall off a cliff here?
No, I don't think so. I think they'll be fine without him.
Yeah.
A
playoff team or right on the cusp.
Yeah, right on the cusp. It's there's tough competition, honestly. So I could see them, wild card spot.
Yeah. So a lot of actually good teams playing tonight. Some really good matchups as well, Tony. So a lot to choose from. What do you want to go with here for your first lock of the night?
We're picking 2 tonight.
We're picking 2.
Okay, dude. You know what? Going off the going off the Sharks, really kind of being maybe a wild card team. They're playing the Red Wings tonight in San Jose. I'm taking the Red Wings, dude, actually. Dylan Larkin, absolute stud. He's the captain. He's a really good center. He wins a lot of faceoffs. He has 32 points in the season, evenly split between goals and assists, which is pretty crazy. 16 goals, 16 assists. Timo Meier has been really good for the Sharks, but I just think I just want to edge Detroit here on this one, dude.
Coming off that excruciating loss to Anaheim 2 nights ago.
Yeah, obviously
spot.
tough,
Lost 4 out of 5.
I think the Sharks just beat Philly, right? Tomas Hertl had a 3-goal game. They only had 3 goals in the game, so obviously it was all their offense. San Jose, struggling with some injuries right now. James Reimer, Eric Carlson, a really good defenseman. Nick Bonino's on the IR right now as well. He's another good center. So yeah, dude, I feel like the goalie matchup is pretty even right now. I feel like the Red Wings can kind of steal a win here.
All right, so that you got the Red Wings. What do we got for a score?
Good call. What's the over/under set at? 5.5. Give me the Red Wings 3-1.
Okay.
Dylan Larkin, 2 goals.
Larkin,
Yeah.
Sharks lack of offense, but
Oh,
Meier, has been setting up his teammates, so
Yeah,
he's probably their best guy. But obviously, feeling the loss of Kane, of course. And I just saw on ESPN, the NHL section, that Evgeny Malkin is going to make his season debut on actually tonight. Well, because it said Tuesday. Yeah, I didn't realize today.
Evgeny Malkin's going to play tonight.
Yes.
Shit, dude.
Against the Ducks. So while I'm tempted to take that one, and my guy Terry, of course. It's a tough one. I feel like that's one like you just can't even. It's just a flip of a coin. I
know, dude.
But you kind of think about too extra emotion, Malkin coming back, disappointment on the road, this and that. But I'm gonna stay away for now. But I will go. Just taking a look here, Tony. I'm gonna say give me the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Golden Knights. And while I do, realize what a good team, the Golden Knights are, and they do play well at home. The run that Toronto's been on, and I know, they did have a 4-1 lead against Colorado last game, ended up losing 5-4, but they had won, it looks like at least 4 in a row before that point. One of the hotter teams in the NHL. And I just think the combination of Matthews and Tavares, and you look at what Campbell's done in net. I mean, 17-5, 936 save percentage. I think he has a clear advantage over Lerner. And then, just offensively, while the Knights are strong, with Stevenson and is it Marshall Schultz? Okay. Why are these? Name. Is it because everybody's from like different countries? Is that why the names are always so hard to pronounce?
Yeah, there's a lot of Russian guys. A lot of the French Canadians, dude. That's the French Canadians. Ooh.
The French Canadians or the French Canadians?
Oh god, dude. No. It's only for the team. Only for the team.
Only for the team. See, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you.
But yeah, I think they have an advantage here. I think this is gonna be a great game, 10:00 game on ESPN Plus. But give me the Maple Leafs on the road. I think 5-1, and I think we're gonna see a hat trick from Austin Matthews there, as well as 2 assists. So he's involved on every scoring opportunity.
5-point game.
And Campbell, 38 of 39 behind the net. And I just think he keeps on doing what he's doing. I mean, he's only allowing 1.99 goals a game, which is, pretty good. Jack Campbell here. And I'm just looking. So he was actually a first-round pick of the Stars back in 2010. So 30 years old. So really, having an outstanding season. I was just taking a quick look here. So really, he hasn't really played a full season yet in the National Hockey League, and he's already 30 years old. Have you heard much about him before this year? Or?
A little bit here and there, like you said, not really a whole lot. Start out, with the Stars. I think he was with the Kings for a while too. Yep. But yeah, I mean, obviously, decent. I think he would back up forever, dude. Especially on the Kings. Jonathan Quick. Decent strides here and there, but I mean, this season is just unbelievable.
Like all-star.
Yeah, all-star season. And again, after another team that kind of had a really slow start to the year,
right?
With just no offense, looked like they were, constantly getting turned around on defense, dude. Really no skates underneath them, and all of a sudden they just seem to kind of find their stride, and they got good chemistry, and then on top of that, Jack Campbell is looking really good in between the pipes.
Yeah. So the Maple Leafs, we'll see if they continue their hot start. So the total there would be a push at 5-1, but they would get their 23rd victory of the season. What do you have for pick number 2?
All right, dude. I'm going to take the Penguins tonight, dude.
You like the emotion.
I love the emotion. Evgeny Malkin is just an absolute force to be reckoned with. I'm sure he's itching to play some competitive hockey again. I mean, the connection he has with Crosby is absolutely ridiculous. They've been playing together forever. And, look up any highlight reel of Evgeny Malkin. I mean, he's a huge body. He's fast. He has phenomenal dangles. He's had so many spinorama goals, just absolutely ridiculous goals you would never see. The guy's a really good athlete. I would imagine he's going to come back with a force. I'm going to give him 2 goals. I'm going to give Crosby 2 goals. I'm going to say Penguins win this one 4-2.
Boy, this is going to be a fun game to watch.
Oh, yeah.
4-2. So that would actually go over.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would be impressed because, we've talked about the Ducks with Terry, of course. They've just played well this year. And, after that, maybe that game against the Red Wings kind of took a little out of them too, because, a tough shootout game here. So I could definitely see it. I mean, the Penguins have been hot
Yeah.
of recent for sure. After another team that started slow, of course. I'm gonna do something. Let's see if this finally works out.
He said he's
for
gonna
me.
do something.
I'm gonna go Predators over the Avalanche. You look at the Avalanche. I think they're a little beat up after
Never learned, do you?
coming
Barnes?
back against. Because I always go against the Predators, not for the Predators.
No, but I'm for sure you've picked the Predators
Maybe
a
like
couple times.
once
they've
or
lost.
twice, and then they're like, oh, whatever, forget it. But I mean, they're a good team here, and I just think the Avalanche struggling with the Kraken last night, back-to-back on the road. I think they're being favored too much here. -150 on the road. I mean, the Predators aren't like a walk in the park. I don't understand that line at all. And like I said, I think the Predators, for the most part this year, have been a consistent team. So I think at home here, 10-5 at home this year. I think they take care of business, and Josie. Has really been setting up his teammates this year, 22 assists. So I think that's big for them. And, Flip Forsberg, 18 goals as well. So they have, some guys to go to, on the offensive end of things. And I think what it's really going to come down to is, Saros, he's had a great year in net. 929 save percentage, 2.21 goals a game, 19-9 between the pipes. So, the only thing I'm thinking here, maybe with this line, and I'll have to check before the game, unless they're going to start Rittich instead of Saros. That would be the only reason why I could see this line being what it is.
-150, dude.
I mean,
seems like a trap.
No, what you're saying, because they're probably +110, +120, so it's going to be enticing to take them.
Yeah,
but you got to give it to me at least. I mean, Saros has had a good year, no?
Soros.
Sorry, I was close, Tony.
Yeah,
I'm getting better.
Yeah, these names are really tough, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, he's having a great year. He's 19-9. That's a pretty good winning percentage right there. He's looking really good, and he's had some pretty, I guess, like lackluster seasons. Because he followed up Pekka Rinne, who was nasty on the Predators. He was a really good goalie. Soros was his backup, and he was like a little bit like oh man, like how's he gonna follow up Rinne? And but no, he's really kind of coming to his own here the past couple of seasons.
So I'm gonna say, as far as the total here, call it actually 5-1, another 5-1 game.
Wow.
I think they make a statement. I think the Avalanche take the night off, and have a tough loss here on the road.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
You're skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, their goaltender's also not that good as well, by the way. I mean, I know everyone likes to praise the
Darcy.
Avalanche. Yeah. I mean, what is the save percentage, around 9?
Yeah, 908.
I mean, that's
averaging 2.7 goals against.
2.7?
Yeah.
Trevor Williams, basically.
But I mean, like, Avalanche average like 3 goals a night. So what are we doing? Probably more than that, honestly.
I swear, I know you know so much more about me than hockey, but I'm not seeing, like, I'm seeing that they're a good team, but I just don't understand the infatuation to feel that they're the favorites to win the Stanley Cup. That's what I don't get. What is it, though, if you had to make sense of it? Everyone's that riled for Kadri?
Yeah. And then who do they? Oh, dude, who's their captain?
Rantanen?
Not Rantanen. No. It's something.
McKinnon.
McKinnon. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon.
29 assists.
Nasty, dude. Gabriel Landeskog as well. Like their offense is crazy good. And like Darcy is a good enough goalie to have when your offense is producing that much. I mean, I think they averaged 5 goals in their last 5 games. Pretty sure. Won 4-3, 5-4, 7-1, 4-3, 4-2. That's probably more than 5.
And just looking at the stats quickly, I mean, it looks like they must be at least in the top couple teams in assists. It seems like they have a ton of assists this year.
Oh yeah, how many team assists do they have? I'm not.
I didn't look at the total. I'm just saying, like, a lot of guys had higher numbers.
Oh, like higher numbers.
Assist department.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, score so many goals, like you're gonna be leading in assists.
Yeah. Okay, so I was just looking here too. So Darcy, this is actually his first year with the Avalanche. Came over from Arizona. And career-wise, 122 and 88.
Yeah.
Save percentage is a career 916, so a little below that this season. But I just think, I mean, am I wrong to think, though, come playoff time? I mean, goaltending might be the most important part of the postseason.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. But then, I mean, they also have a really good defense. with Gerard, and Cale Makar is nasty as well. So, they do a really good job of helping Darcy in between the pipes. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I could see them winning the cup. I could see it.
All right.
I can see it, dude.
Time will tell, Tony. Time will tell. And one last thing here, because I've tried to understand this, and I know they've changed it before, but you have your two divisions for playoffs.
Correct.
So is it the top two seeds in the Eastern and Western Conference, or the teams that win each of those divisions? They're the top two seeds in their respective conferences, correct?
Yeah.
And then there's 6 wildcard teams.
No. So it's top 3
in each division.
In each division
by points.
Okay.
And then
the 2 wild cards
could be from
either division by points also.
But is it still 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, or no?
Yeah.
But wasn't it different? Like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. I thought when they originally changed it, it was something weird where it was like the 1 would play the 2 or something earlier. Like, they didn't change that format at all. I swear I thought I heard that, but maybe it was just the realigning of the divisions. But I thought there was something different with the format.
I don't think so.
But as far as you know, from all you've been watching hockey, it's always been 1-8, 2-7, 3-6.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that makes more sense. Because I was like, why is this? I'm thinking like maybe even 10 years ago. It was when Matt was like really into the Rangers. So I guess it wasn't 10 years ago, but that was what, 2015, the President's Cup.
Oh, okay.
So it was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 10 actually. But
wow.
Learning every day, Tony. Right? I mean, I'm trying.
Yeah. Dude, you're doing a great job, man. Very impressed.
So yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of fun games to watch tonight, and I believe these are all okay. We do have the Hulu Red Wings Sharks at 10:30.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, dude, in your room, why not?
In my room, dude. Where else?
Yeah. But and I think Wednesday, I want to say there's actually an regular game on ESPN, which I love.
Finally, bro. What the fuck?
Is it Wednesday?
No, we have TNT games though.
This is the doubleheader I've been talking about.
Yeah, 7 and 10. Canadiens at the Bruins and the Maple Leafs at the Coyotes.
Dude, what? See, that's the thing, Tony. Like, they finally get these games on regular channels, and then they do that.
I know.
Those games, I think average margin of victory 4 at least.
Yeah.
So just hate to see it. But hey, I mean, we'll absorb all of it that we can get, right?
Oh yeah, it should be fun, to watch the Maple Leafs, to watch the Bruins. So
did they come out with the revised schedule now that there's no break for the Olympics, or not yet?
No.
Okay, so I mean, that's a lot of games that they gotta like move around, right?
There's gonna be a lot of games that they have to make up to, so it probably works out in terms of not having that break. So
and then do you know when like the regular season ends? Is it like April or March?
Yeah, maybe into May, dude.
Oh, okay.
Because the playoffs are still, cup is in like June.
The cup is in June.
Yeah.
Okay. I am so pumped for playoffs. Honestly.
Yeah, me too, dude.
It's gonna be awesome.
We have hockey there, dude. We have hockey.
And how does it work with local cable networks? Like the Rangers, is it till the Cup Finals? All the games are on MSG or no?
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be different because this is the first year that ESPN has them.
But I can't see them putting playoff games on ESPN Plus.
There's
I know they
way.
want to pump it,
Yeah.
but I think
they yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, obviously in the past years it was always NBC Sports.
Well, because you got ABC, ESPN,
Right.
ESPN2. I mean, I know obviously there's not
TNT.
a ton of room. Yeah, TNT, and then they probably TBS, and then you have NHL Network. I'm guessing that they have.
There should be no excuse why these games aren't on cable.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. And I forgot. I know I've asked you kind of this before. Did you ever do anything with NHL Network? Because I know it was tied in with them.
Oh yeah. They would pretty much like put you on hockey shifts if they needed you to, like especially in the off season of baseball. Throw you on some hockey stuff. It was good.
You always enjoyed it.
Yeah, I always did, dude. Hockey shifts obviously. MLB Network, baseball's bigger, more popular. People go there to edit baseball stuff, right? So no one's like asking to be put on hockey shifts. Except for me, I was like, dude, give me some hockey, and then. So like the hockey shifts, they're not that they're understaffed, but there's less people on shows, so you get like way more work. So you're just like just dealing like videos out the whole time. It's cool.
Did you ever get to meet anybody like crazy, like hockey legend or no?
Well, I bumped into Ryan Callahan one day.
Okay, former Ranger
cafeteria.
Captain. Yeah. He's retired now?
Yeah, he's retired.
Okay.
He analyst for a little while. I came on the show I think he was there for a couple of weeks. It was I'm not sure like what his deal was with them, but pretty small dude.
And were they ever like down a couple guys like and they almost needed to put you on or no?
No, dude.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like,
just
literally,
anyone want to be on TV today?
No, because I guess it's so different because it's TV, but like with WFAN, a lot of times like backup guys, like they'll have like the producers like
Come on. Yeah. But no, not me. I'm not. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I just it's
This isn't like Mad Dog with who's the producer? The Bruce
wait, he produces at High Heat?
Yeah.
I don't think I know him because I haven't really watched High Heat that much.
Really?
I just listened to his radio show.
Oh, okay.
Which he tend to be a little goofy.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, I also met Phil Rupp. Do you know who Phil Rupp is?
No.
He was on the Devils. I forget what year, whatever year they won the cup, maybe 2000.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Phil
Bro
Rupp.
Durr in 2000.
Yeah, 2000 they won the cup. He is like the only player in the National Hockey League to have his first career goal be a Stanley Cup game-winning goal.
Is he a defenseman?
Yeah, he's a
And he also
defenseman.
played for the Thrashers, the Danbury Thrashers.
What?
That guy you're talking about.
Phil Rupp?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm pretty sure he was like, and he scored the game-winning goal too in the. Look it up.
When you said Thrashers, I thought you meant he played for the Atlanta Thrashers.
No, Danbury.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I remember hearing about that whole thing.
Maybe it's not Phil Rupp.
Probably a close name to that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things.
Mike Rupp.
Mike Rupp. Okay. Close
There we go,
enough.
dude. Phil, Mike. Anyway, dude. Yeah, he like came in, whatever game it was, just ripped a slap shot, goal, Stanley Cup winning goal. How crazy is that?
That's awesome.
Right?
Definitely.
No one else would say they did that.
If you could pick for hockey coverage, would you rather be color, play-by-play, pre and post?
Oh, like in the studio?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. Ooh. That's tough, dude. I feel like play-by-play would be so much fun, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you have to talk the most out of any sport.
The whole time. And I feel like the inflection of your voice, like just heightens like how important like this game is right now. You know, like I feel like your tone like sets the emotion of the viewer like so like more than any other sport, I feel.
Yeah. And Rosen,
Yeah.
legend himself.
Legend, dude.
You think he's still got a few years left, or you think he's I mean, he's got to be 65 or something.
Probably, yeah. But I feel like dude. I mean,
He just doesn't want to give it up. He's
No.
basically like John Sterling.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, dude.
But yeah, no, he really brings an energy and a passion you love to see, no matter what sport you're talking about. But yeah, man. Hopefully next game out, Rangers rebounds. I mean, Sharks, like you said. So I think we're headed in the right direction despite the loss.
Yeah, I think so too, dude.
And then other than that, I mean, what else we got on the way out, Tony? Anything?
Oh, screen time, 10 o'clock.
Okay, what do we got?
We have best breakout roles today. It's gonna be Mike and I at the table for the very first time on screen time. He's gonna be on the table,
Wow,
which is gonna be dope.
Nice.
And we're gonna talk like our favorite actors who their big breakout roles, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so everybody check that out. And obviously all of our other content, on our YouTube page, plenty of stuff to take a look at. And of course, everyone keep commenting, liking, subscribing, get some merch at downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy their day, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys